Welcome to Lipids Live After 5. This is your host, Falia Justima. We are here downtown Fort Myers at Club Celsius for another year of a celebration with LPL Lipids Live. I have with me tonight a very special guest. Would you please introduce yourself to our audience and let us know who you are?
Yes, my name is Ernel Grant, just recently relocated from Connecticut, and I'm here to just say that I'm bringing some flavor as far as the poetry and arts community is concerned. I'm bringing some flavor.
Ernel, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Welcome to Southwest Florida.
Thank you.
As an artist myself, I do appreciate the art, and poetry is very special to a lot of people's heart, my heart in particular, and I really can appreciate that. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you do, your style or your genre? What do you do? And tell us about your poetry and your style.
Okay, my poetry is pretty much storytelling.
Okay.
It's my experiences. It's what I go through. It's what I live. It's what I see every day. So it speaks on that. That's where it's coming from. My art form, I guess, would be spoken word.
Okay.
It's poetry, but it's real. It's spitting or speaking from the heart. So that's the genre that I'm interested in. I'm hip hop. I grew up breaking and popping and so forth.
I love hip hop.
So with the hip hop, R&B, reggae, I'm Jamaican.
Oh.
So that's my kind of flavor that I'm trying to bring down here.
All right, you know, if there's a little Caribbean taste in anything, it has to be spicy. So, Mr. Grant, right?
Yes.
You know, with poetry, what do you perform? You know, down here in Southwest Florida, now we are downtown Fort Myers, where we are networking with a lot of people. There are so many professionals here. But if someone wants to hear your work and see you perform, how do they contact you? How do they come to see your work?
Well, Ernel, E-R-N-E-L, Grant. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I do have some of my work posted as far as the notes on Facebook. But I do have a YouTube channel that has a lot of my work. But I don't really focus on myself too much because I try to focus on the up-and-coming artists. I've put a slam team together to represent Connecticut. Our Connecticut slam team is actually called Verbal Slap.
Okay.
And they've gone to nationals for the past 8 years. So we do have a slam team together right now in Connecticut that is going to nationals in August, the first weekend in August.
Okay.
What I'm
That's
trying
wonderful.
to do is build that same kind of vibe down here where I get some slam poets together where we could represent South Florida.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you. Right. If you wanted to, like some kind of a coach or a leader.
Of course.
So I am an educator, and I work with high school students, elementary students, middle school students. And if someone wants to contact you, do you come out and present to them? And how do you recruit? If someone is interested and I know that there might be a lot of kids right now, or young people, if you are interested with poetry, you may contact him, like you said, on Facebook, Instagram, and through social media, even on YouTube, to see what he does. And if you'd like to be part of that, you know, what's another way to contact you? Do you have an email address or a phone number that you can share with the audience?
Definitely. My email address is Ernel, E-R-N-E-L .Grant, G-R-A-N-T, at yahoo.com. My cell is 860-803-6711. Again, that's 860-803-6711. And you just mentioned the kids. I actually have a youth writing workshop that I have going on in Connecticut as well.
Right.
My son was 5 years old and he wanted to come to my poetry. I couldn't do that because of the content and so forth.
Right.
So I developed a youth writing workshop.
Okay.
And he's a part of that, been a part of that for the last 5 years.
That's
so it's going on 6 years. So I'm trying to bring that to Southwest Florida as well. I would love the kids to be engaged in writing. My ultimate goal is to make sure that they are comfortable public speaking.
Right.
That's the ultimate goal. They could speak in front of 5 people, 10 people, 1,000 people, and not be afraid.
Yes.
I know so many adults who are afraid of public speaking. And so I'm trying to get them to be aware that, listen, this is
Right.
something that you could do as well.
Right.
So I lead by example, and I also bring a lot of examples of people in the community that
Right.
do like work.
Right. Well, that's wonderful to hear. We know poetry is a good way for kids to come out of their shells and learn, and all those things that you're talking about, public speaking, and learn a lot of skills, communication skills. And I applaud you for what you do. I think it is wonderful.
Thank
We are
you.
so grateful to have someone like you down here in Florida. And as you know, Southwest Florida, we are more like a melting pot. We have all kinds of people, all kinds of flavors, all kinds of races and everything else. So we really appreciate and like having you down here. So what is your impression of tonight? We have the red carpet, we have a live band inside. How are you enjoying this evening?
I'm definitely enjoying the vibe right now. It's nice, it's relaxed, but at the same time, it's music that I reminisce
Wrong,
to.
folks.
Yes, you know, it brings back a lot of memories of me growing up and the music
Right.
that is soulful. So that really is a good vibe.
Right.
I'm loving it right now, and I will definitely be supportive of all these type of events.
Right. Well, once again, thank you for coming out. It is such a pleasure meeting you. I am sure I will be mingling and seeing you inside, and it's such a pleasure having you tonight. So thank you for being here.
Thank you again. Much appreciated.
All right, again, we are live, Lipids Live, after 5. We're here at Celsius Club in downtown Fort Myers until 5 p.m. I am your host, Falia Justima. Thank you.